What's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you caught the divisional game between the Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons, possibly the last game that they're going to have in Atlanta because they're supposed to be moving soon. The biggest thing about this was Future and Little Bow Wow being there. Obviously, we know that Russell Wilson is engaged or possibly married already to Ciara, and both of these guys have had their way with her. And pretty much Future, I believe that based on the statistics, every time that he's been in the Atlanta Dome or any game that Russell Wilson has played, he's lost. Now, if you guys don't know about the whole, Future's son with Ciara BS that's been going on in the custody battle, and Ciara is trying to sue him for this and that and all that kind of stuff, you guys can go check that out someplace else. But it's a lot of drama going on. The bottom line is this: the game was pretty good for a while until Russell Wilson got tripped by his center and fell into the end zone for a safety. Up until that point, and also Devin Hester had that huge punt return, and it was called back because of a dumbass block. A guy pulled the guy down. Look, listen, whatever the case was, the Seahawks were in the game until he slipped and that safety happened, and then all of a sudden the Atlanta Falcons went wild. Let me tell you this right now: I predicted that the Seahawks would win this game. I still stand by what could have happened. I'm not making excuses for Earl Thomas not being there. Kudos to all the Atlanta Falcons fans, because Matt Ryan played. Listen, that was not the Matt Ryan that was like finicky, even though he threw some passes that could have been intercepted. But obviously, Sheed got injured and they brought in the rookie or whatever, and he couldn't make plays when it was necessary. That's neither here nor there. The bottom line is this: the Atlanta Falcons as a whole, those two runners, Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman, oh my goodness, bro. Listen, I've seen them all year, but I don't know if that week off just revitalized them. But they were extra fast, extra strong. That two-headed monster with Matt Ryan. Obviously, Julio Jones was on the sideline after a big first down where he just did whatever he wanted to do to Richard Sherman. Hopefully that toe injury doesn't hamper him too much going on for the next round with the winner of the Dallas Cowboys or the Green Bay Packers. But I have to give the Falcons a lot of credit, man. It was like they started to drive from like the one, went all the way down the field. You know, they're the only team to score 10 times or more from starting inside the 10-yard line, their own 10-yard line. It was a very interesting game to watch overall because, like I said, defensively, I expected the way the Seahawks came out, like how they played, even though the Seahawks went out, they scored, and the Falcons went down, they scored. But defensively, they were getting stops. It wasn't like, the Falcons was doing whatever they want. But once the score got to the point where after the safety, they went down, they scored, and then they got a field goal. And it just, listen, man, that dome was rocking. And so was Future and Little Bow Wow. Listen, kudos to, Ciara. You got Russell Wilson, you got a good guy. He should be in the NFL for a little bit. He played well. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, yo, F these guys, but Matt Ryan just outright, he mind F these guys, bro. Like, this dude was doing whatever he wanted. He was being elusive. I don't know what the hell happened to Matt Ryan. I don't know. Should we give Shanahan credit? I don't know what's going on. But this dude, he's been balling all year, but this is the playoffs. Okay, so when I say that I'm picking a team to win in the playoffs, it's completely different than anything that's happened in the regular season. And a lot of the guys and girls that commented on my last video, you got, oh yeah, bro, oh yo, you don't know about this. Okay, great. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. One thing I know is this: playoffs is a completely different thing, as everybody knows. When you're in the playoffs, it's completely different. You could throw all the regular season stuff out of the window. It doesn't matter. This is what I was looking for, like I said in the video. If Matt Ryan could play like this, keep in mind, the guy has a lot of speed on offense. He has both in the running back position and at the wide receiver position, and his tight end now. You know what I'm saying? Dudes just running around doing whatever they wanted. It was too much. It was too much to defend. And there were a lot of big hits in this game. This game was really, really good. And there's no excuse for the Seahawks. The bottom line is this: whether you put in a rookie center or a guy that's subbing in for one guy while he's out, that guy has to be prepared to play. But I'm telling you right now, when I watched Russell Wilson fall backwards into that end zone for a safety, at that point I knew the game was over. Because you can't rebound from that on the road with a team with that kind of offense. You have to continuously either get a field goal or a touchdown every drive. You can't give them points when you're on offense. You can't do that. And that's what the Falcons made them do. Because defensively, the Falcons, I didn't really Other than Vic Beasley, I didn't really see a lot of a pass rush from the Falcons during the regular season. I didn't see it, so I didn't know how they were going to get pressure, but they damn sure got pressure yesterday. So regardless of what happens next week, during the week, I'll give you guys my picks for who I think is going to go on. Obviously, I have to wait until I see who wins between the Dallas Cowboys and the Packers, but the Falcons look good. And it was never a question of how good the Falcons looked to me. It was whether or not Matt Ryan would step up. Now, if Matt Ryan throws any of those picks that, were drops by the Seattle defense, the game could have went any other way. But we can't go if, when, why, where, whatever. We can't do that. I'm here to tell you, I picked the Seahawks. Look, you guys got me. It is what it is. Yo, kudos to you guys. But it wasn't fair that you guys set me up and didn't let me know that Future would be at the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. That kind of stuff, that kind of mind F, like when somebody's effing your woman, or he was effing your woman and he's on the sideline chilling, that can mentally do stuff. I don't know exactly, if that really had an effect on him. I just didn't like seeing Future on the sideline. Like, bro, what are you doing there? You know what I'm saying? Why are you there right now? And I'm out here making bets and saying that the Falcons are going to lose. See, that's an extra thing. If I knew that was going to be part of it, maybe I go differently, because I know the effect that it has on a man if you know that another man is all up in your woman. And that's what was going on. Well, we don't really know if that was what the case was, but when you got two dudes over there talking about Bow Wow, I don't know what he wants to call himself, like, whatever, some kind of Morris name now, not a little Bow Wow anymore, but it was just really, really wild, the whole situation. But I'm very happy for the Atlanta fans. I've never, possibly the last time I've seen them that loud is when they lost to the 49ers. And was that the championship game or something like that? I don't remember. But I know that they've been loud like that before. But they were rocking because it was possibly their last game. And if it is their last game, that's the way to go out, man. That's definitely the way to go out of it. But looking forward now, the Seahawks, obviously we know every year they're going to be a contender. They have to figure out what they want to do as far as bringing some, like Sheed is good, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody with a little bit more speed. I don't know, because the dude was getting burnt regularly. But listen, it looks like he's more of a bump and run corner, to be honest. And with the Falcons, it wasn't a really good matchup for him. And then when the rookie came in, dudes were just dotting him. They were running comeback routes, like real short hitch routes. They're not ready for it. I think the Seahawks have to understand that some of their veteran guys, the Legion of Boom, they're getting older. Obviously legs are getting broken, guys are getting injured, things like that are happening. People need to understand that you have to have other people that are ready to go. And I know that the Seahawks are a defensively based team, but you may want to give Russell Wilson another receiver. Even though you got Paul Richardson is emerging, bro. Even that catch, that wasn't a catch. Like, the dude he's gonna look. I just hope that he continues to progress and get better, because if he does, trust me when I tell you this, guys, that's gonna be a new receiver that you're gonna have to watch, because he's fast and he has. Look, his spectacular catching is outrageous. The dude could catch the ball no matter where it is. And his jump, everything like that is just ridiculous. So I hope he continues to progress. Obviously, Doug Baldwin, he's a great receiver. I don't know. I think they need another speed. Even though Doug Baldwin appears to be fast, he's not a guy that like really burns you down the field regular, like a Paul Richardson. If they get another fast receiver that can catch the ball, and you give Russell Wilson an opportunity to make some plays, I'm telling you right now, man, the I'm not really worried about the Seahawks. So, Seattle Seahawks fans, don't hang your head that you lost to the better team. Look, if it was a game where they didn't lose to a team that was better and it was all the ref calls and all the BS, I would say it. And I wouldn't care what anybody has to say. But that had nothing to do with it. The Atlanta Falcons outright beat the hell out of the Seahawks yesterday. It was look, let me touch on this real quick. Devin Hester, man, I think he should go into the Hall of Fame as a returner. That dude at his age right now still doing it, man. And they didn't call back that punt. I think the outcome and the momentum would have been different, but it didn't happen that way. It is what it is. Kudos to him, man. Hopefully he gets everything he wants, and because I don't think anybody's gonna pick him up for next year. You get older, people don't just want you for kick returning, but the dude had a great career, man, and it was good to see him do that. Just so I get that out there, I really enjoyed him enjoyed watching him play his whole career. Everything that he's done. Wasn't really a good receiver, but was always an unbelievable special terms returner. Unbelievable. And it was good to see that. But all in all, Matt Ryan and the Falcons, man, they're hot right now. They went out there and they effed all over the Seahawks, bro. And, Russell Wilson, man, It is what it is, bro. When dudes bang your woman and they come to games, sometimes it'll mentally mind F you. Keep that in mind for your next season. Because, you know, whatever happens with the custody battle with the kid, you got to always remember that this dude Future, bro, the dude is just a savage. You know, whatever. But all I can say is the Falcons look really, really good. I have to wait to see who wins between the Packers and the Cowboys to give you my picks for the championship game next week. Thank you to everybody that was respectful in the comments. For the people that weren't respectable, you may notice your comments don't show up anymore. You guys have a great day. See you next time. One love.